So, first of all, it's a pleasure having you here with us.
Thank you.
Tell me, how did you make your decision to come from NBA here in the EuroLeague?
It was a pretty quick decision, pretty easy decision. I wasn't really getting any offers from any NBA teams, so I told my agent to, just shift gears and try to find me a team in the EuroLeague. And Barcelona was the first team that came up, so it was a pretty easy decision. It's one of the best organizations in all of sports, so it was pretty easy.
It's interesting because in your position, many other EuroLeague teams want to find a good player. And I'm wondering, any other team before signing with Barcelona, even a Greek team, did approach you before?
There were some names being thrown out, but nobody really gave me an offer. So, yeah, all summer, Barcelona was really the only team that really gave me a concrete, actual offer. So, it made the decision even easier. Wasn't really much of a decision, so yeah.
That's great. And you seem to have found your rhythm from the beginning now. You have played only 6 games, but you were the MVP last night. So how do you feel about that?
It feels good. It feels good. Still taking my time to kind of adjust to some stuff, but at the end of the day, it's just basketball. So getting a chance to go out there and play every single night, and getting a chance to play through mistakes and stuff like that has been really big. So I'm really excited. I'm just happy and grateful to be able to be playing basketball at a high level. So I can't wait for the rest of the season and see how it plays out.
And so far, which team was the most challenging for you, and which one do you anticipate more to compete against with?
Which team
was the most challenging for you playing against?
All the teams have been really high-level competition in the EuroLeague, especially. Obviously, I think when we played Red Star, it was just all around just really good competition because of the atmosphere, and then also at that time they were undefeated when we played them. So they were trying to stay undefeated, and we were trying to go in there and give them their first loss. So it was high level, high intensity. So. I think so far that's been the toughest game, and looking forward to honestly tomorrow against Olympiacos. I think it's going to be a really good game for us. Once again, another really good environment. They have a really good team. Went to the Final Four last year, so and obviously they're bringing back Sasha, who's the EuroLeague MVP 2 years ago. So it'll be a really fun game.
And you will play against your ex-teammate Evan Fournier. He was one of the biggest signings this year in the EuroLeague. So, how do you feel about playing against him?
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. I was only with him for like 1 month last year at the end of the season. So, but it'll be good to see him, and obviously good to see him back playing every night as well. So, yeah, it's always fun when you're going up against really good players in really good competition.
Many players have made the trip from NBA to EuroLeague and the opposite way. So what do you think it's the thing that makes them want to do this trip to Europe?
To Europe?
Yes.
I think, for a lot of players it might be different reasons. I know for myself it was just I just wanted to get back to playing basketball every chance I could get. For 6 years I was in and out of the lineups and maybe playing here, won't play for 2 weeks or so. So I think, especially with just the way that the league is going, and like I said, there wasn't really any offers for me. So I thought it was the perfect chance to why not see what's on the other side. So and. It's been great for me. It's been great. As far as for other people, I can't really say. I think for the most part, it's usually the same thing. Guys just want to play basketball consistently. So I would say that's probably the biggest thing that pushes people to make that jump.
I'll take you back in time when you were in Nigeria for 6 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
You said that your time that you spent there formed the way you are in life. In which way?
Just the way I approach life, the way I see things, being family oriented. I was always around my family then, and also just I think it just gives you a different perspective on life, and it makes you cherish things a little bit more. So yeah, and I mean at the same time it was still great memories. Obviously, is where I started playing basketball, started playing soccer and stuff. So yeah, it was great.
From soccer to basketball, what made you make that change?
I mean, Nigeria, everybody knows like football is that's life there.
Yeah.
It's the #1 sport, even though basketball is growing. Same with everywhere, most of the world. But I think it just being there and being accessible was just you kind of have to do it.
Okay.
And then basketball, I just had a basketball hoop. My dad got me a basketball hoop, and we would kind of just go back and forth from playing one to playing the other. And it was once I went back to the States, that's when basketball kind of stuck for me, and that was what I did.
You're a huge supporter of Manchester United.
Yes, very big.
So how did this love grow through the years?
Honestly, I don't think I'm allowed to say, but
You are.
when I was growing up, Cristiano Ronaldo was my favorite player.
I agree with you.
Yeah. He as a young kid, like, you're not really too concerned about the tactics of what's going on. You just care about the skills and everything. And the goals. Yeah, he was doing all of that. So he kind of just got mesmerized, and from there I just fell in love with the team, and then obviously him as a player, and that's kind of where my love for the team grew. And he left, but I still support the team. He came back. Obviously, that was a insane day. I still remember that day when he came back, and then obviously left again. But yeah, it's been a up and down ride, I would say, supporting Manchester United.
It's interesting because when he left Manchester United, you didn't went to Real Madrid.
No.
Because I was like Cristiano Ronaldo fan.
Yeah.
I don't care about the team.
Yeah. No, I mean, I was still obviously supporting him.
Yeah.
But Manchester United for me was like, I don't know. The team, everything about the team was just like, I just love the team. So ever since then, I've been big supporter.
And now that the coach left?
Yeah. I'm not gonna comment on that, but I'm excited for I think they're about to hire the coach from Sporting Lisbon, so it'll be fun. It'll be fun to see. Hopefully he can help kind of turn things around and get the players playing right. So it should be fun.
We turned this to a football talk. I
know.
It. So what I found really interesting about you is that you are a well-educated player. You studied law, history, and culture, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Not many other players have the ability or the interest to do that. So, what made you choose this kind of path in your life?
For me, I was just I've always been big on culture, and history as well. Like, I remember growing up, and there's like this encyclopedia, and we had the book at home, and I would always just like flip through it and just,
oh my God,
just reading random facts and all this stuff, and also just like watching football, like, because there's so obviously watching the World Cup in so many countries and this and that. I was always interested, and I have a family member that's a lawyer, and I've always been interested in the law, so that major was perfect for me when I went to school. So. And it just made I like school, but it made it even easier because I was taking classes that I wanted to take and stuff that I wanted to learn about. And I feel like that's that's for most people, especially athletes, like they want to take the easiest thing, and it turns out being something that they don't want to learn about, So even if it's the easiest thing, it might be hard because you're not interested in it. So for me, it was really easy, and Yeah, it was fun. It was fun to learn about different things and learn about history and cultures in depth. Yeah, I'm not sure where I will apply it in life, but you know, I have it. It's there, and it was fun. I was having fun while doing it. So
It's always useful.
for sure,
Yes.
for sure.
Tell me about your years in the NBA. I want to learn about Coach Popovich, to be honest.
Yeah.
Working with him, how was it?
I'll be honest with you. I was there for 2 years, and I didn't necessarily get a chance to work too closely with him.
Okay.
Yeah, because I wasn't playing and I wasn't really in the rotation and stuff like that, so I never really got a chance to be too personal with him.
Because he's a coach that tries to be close with his players.
Yeah, for the most part. But I was back and forth. I was in the G League, and I was going back and forth. So I didn't necessarily get too much time to develop a relationship. But being in San Antonio for those first 2 years, it really opened my eyes to what the NBA was like, and even after I left there, I was still learning so many things about the NBA, and how honestly I wouldn't change anything about how my career has gone so far, especially the Spurs picking me, and even though it may not have worked out how I wanted it or how they would have wanted it, it was still a great experience. So I learned so much from my teammates there, and just how to maneuver around the NBA. So it was great those first 2 years. Sorry, I don't have an answer for your question about Greg Popovich. So
I like that answer.
Yeah.
So now that you have the experience from the NBA, the little experience from the EuroLeague, do you see any differences? Do you think it's more difficult to adjust here or there?
Honestly, I just think it depends on the player. I feel like I have a style of play that is able to adapt to both. Because some people, they might be really good players, but the athleticism in the NBA they're not up to par. And then vice versa, they might have the athletic ability, but their skill set might not be up to par to play here. I feel like I'm able to do both. It just depends on the player, I feel like, as far as adjusting to either one. But both leagues are really, really good and very, very competitive. It just depends on the player, I feel like.
This year, many people say that this EuroLeague season is the most difficult, the most competitive of all time, maybe. You may not know that from your experience, but how do you feel now that you're here and you live it?
It's great. It's great. I've always watched from afar. I've always watched EuroLeague from afar.
Which teams?
Honestly, just whoever I can catch at the time. Because I've had friends that played on different teams, and obviously the time difference is always difficult.
Yeah.
But whenever I got a chance to watch, especially like the Final Fours and stuff, I would always watch. And to be here now, playing in it is a great experience, because for me, like just even traveling to the different countries and experiencing the different atmospheres and all the different teams and the histories and stuff, like I've always liked that stuff. I've always been interested in that stuff. So it's great to just go out and just have fun, and the atmosphere is great. Pretty much every team that you play against. So it's always exciting especially going on the road, like just traveling and stuff. It's great.
Which team and which player do you most anticipate playing against?
Playing against? Honestly, all of them. Because like I said, I watched from afar, and to be able to be up close and like actually see, like, let me really see how good these players are. It's been a really good experience.
And how do you see yourself now in Barcelona? You have, I think, 1 year contract
Yes.
here. So do you see yourself staying here, staying in general in the EuroLeague?
We'll see. I don't really have an answer for that right now, but we'll see how everything goes, how the season plays out, and obviously if they would have me back, I would love to be back. But it's hard to say right now, because middle of the season, and then things could change. So I'm just worried about this year right now, and whatever happens at the end of the season happens, and I'll just move on from there.
So it's an option, the return in NBA.
Yeah, I mean, if it happens, it happens. Yeah. It's not like I came to Barcelona to, you know, try to do, like, I'm here now in Barcelona, and I want to be here. And for the year that I'm here, I'm all focused on Barcelona. Whatever happens after, if the NBA comes calling, if whatever happens, I'll, you know, decide what makes sense for me. So right now, I know until June I'll be playing for Barcelona, and outside of that, I don't know.
Your answer reminds me very much Kendrick Nunn's in the past, the last year in Panathinaikos. He was like, yeah, this year in Panathinaikos, I mean, we'll see. He went and win the EuroLeague title.
Yeah, hopefully we can win the EuroLeague too then, since I'm giving you the same answer. But yeah, I mean, I'm here. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying playing basketball, so I can't complain.
And last but not least, I want you to make a prediction about this year's Final Four.
This year's Final Four? I think somebody asked me this. I said, obviously us, Olympiacos. Who else did I say? Fener. And I forgot the last team that I said. Maybe Pana, I think. Yeah. I mean, they're the champions, right? So.
Yeah, you're leaving Real out.
No
That's
comment.
Interesting.
No comment.
Thank you very much for your time. It was nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you as well. Thank you.